We're here at the Out and Proud event in Street 66 with ICCL. Graeme Reid, if you can give us your title, Graeme.
Yes, certainly. It's a very long title. It's the UN Independent Expert on Protection Against Violence and Discrimination based on Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity. I produce reports based on key issues that affect LGBT communities in relation to violence and discrimination around the world. I meet with government officials, and the purpose of the visit is to document the human rights situation and to give recommendations and advice to governments about how that could be improved.
How have LGBTQ plus people's freedom of expression or even freedom of assembly been affected in recent years?
Well, I've been very concerned about the proliferation of laws and policies around the world that increasingly restrict people's rights based on sexual orientation and gender identity in relation to freedom of expression, freedom of peaceful assembly, and freedom of association. Here I'm talking about laws like, for example, the gay propaganda law in Russia, but other laws, so-called the promotion of homosexuality laws, or even foreign agent laws.
What strategies are the people opposing these narratives employing?
I think that the main strategy is a rhetorical one, and that is about demonizing people based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Very often these attitudes and the laws that follow them take place in countries in which it's very hard to be public or visible about LGBT identities, either because of laws or social attitudes or a combination of both. And so it's that environment that unscrupulous actors exploit for their own particular political purposes by creating a moral panic that suggests this invisible minority is somehow a threat to the family and to the nation, and in that way use that particular group as a scapegoat. Very often politicians use this, very often again around election time, but to distract from their own failings in terms of governance or other pressing social, political and economic issues that are then blamed on a minority group, and thereby creating social antagonism towards that group.